Paulus is on a great game. You jumped on Maryland.
Paulus to finish.
And Craig Smith upset with Hinnant, and rightfully so. You've got to bark out when the guy is coming over to help out, but Paulus has been very opportunistic here early.
Paulus has served notice that he's going to guard him all over the court. Picks him up at half court. Hinnant, though, has seen it all.
That's what Duke does. They bait you to do something off of the dribble.
And a whistle and a foul. Foul is going to be charged to DeMarcus Nelson. That's his first. Nelson will get the very tall order of guarding Jared Dudley this afternoon.
Yeah, that's a key matchup, I think, for BC. And, you know, they talk about DeMarcus Nelson. He's very strong, has long arms, can play inside, but it's a tough cover with Dudley. Let's see if they try to establish him in the post.
Nelson's got one hand on the belt, so he's staying close. Dudley has great range. He's just got great basketball IQ.
I love him as a player, and he doesn't look like a guy who's going to beat you physically, but just knows the game.
He's posted up on Nelson now. Gets doubled. That leaves Hinnant free for three. Nelson boards the miss. .6-2 Duke underway. Redick looking for his first shot of the afternoon. McRoberts from the baseline. Leads Duke with 6. Blue Devils up by 6.
Right, it's, you know, J.J. Redick and both shoulder blades been a little quiet offensively, but they're letting other people establish themselves.
Hinnant drive, maybe could have finished. Paulus comes up with a loose ball. Duke with numbers. Greg Paulus thought that J.J. Redick was there.
And he was anticipating Redick coming out onto the wing, and Redick just hung back on the play. It wasn't until late, I thought Paulus might have been well served to take a shot. Nobody really stopped the advance of the basketball, and he got all the way to the free throw line.
BC was more worried about the guys who were running with him rather than Paulus himself. Inside, here's Smith working on McRoberts on a switch, and we got a foul on McRoberts underneath. Timeout on the court with the Duke Blue Devils up 8-2.
All of their horses. Are you using all of yours? To compete at the highest levels, these top drivers trust Q technology. Q's patented heat-activated formula fights power-robbing friction better than conventional oils to help maximize power, maximize success, and of course, maximize your horses. Q, unleash all your horses.
ACC Legends, brought to you by Food Lion. 6'8" forward Bobby Spade brought speed and size to the Wolfpack lineup, prompting Everett Case to dub the two-time All-American the fastest big man in college basketball. Just the third NC State player to score over 500 points in a single season, Spade dominated the boards and remains number 4 in state career rebounding. Bobby Spade, Wolfpack legend. Food Lion, proud official corporate partner of the ACC.
I really like this breakfast bistro sandwich.
Oh,
this bacon is great.
Well, you know, in Italy, bacon is called pancetta.
How do you know that?
As a guy, I pretty much know everything there is to know about bacon. It's encoded into our DNA at birth.
I have some things encoded on my DNA.
Oh, yeah?
Like I'm able to sense when you're just full of it.
Breakfast bistro sandwich. New at Sonic. Eggs, cheese, and bacon, sausage, or ham on toasted ciabatta bread. And now, swipe a credit or My Sonic card from your car. Only at Sonic.
When you are victorious, everyone knows it. And after you've been a winner for a while, it's that much easier to recognize those that are like you. The award-winning lineup of Chrysler cars and minivans. Proud partner and the official vehicles of the Atlantic Coast Conference.
Duke got to an 8-2 lead, and a lot of it has been built by the thievery of Greg Paulus. He's got 3 steals early in this game. He's been very active defensively, not playing like a freshman at all. Digs out the loose ball right here. Incredible start for him early in this game. 2 points, perfect 3 steals. And right now, Al Skinner's got to be concerned, Steve. 4 turnovers for BC early in this game. As a result, Duke has 4 more field goal attempts.
Boston College taking to the offense. Let's bring in Bobby Kremis for a discussion of what they're all about offensively.
Thank you, Steve. You know, we know what a great half-court offense Boston College has. And in order to beat Duke, you must run your half-court offense. And right now, Duke's half-court pressure man-to-man defense is disrupting their offense.
They are matching up with everybody in the paint. Here comes McRoberts on the fly to Williams for the finish. Sheldon Williams makes it 10-2 Duke.
We saw that yesterday, Steve. The big guys hooking up, and McRoberts has really shown in this tournament an ability to handle the ball and make a good decision.
Greg Smith at the top. He talked before the game about you got to play a perfect game. He's played a perfect tournament just about. In wins over Maryland and North Carolina. We have a foul inside. A look at the top 25 teams in the nation presented by Q Motor Oil. The last picture look at it before the seedings in the NCAA tournament come out. Duke likely to rise. Connecticut and Villanova likely to fall. Of course, that will be depending on what they do today against 11th ranked Boston College.
And Steve, a name that's not on that list but playing better than anybody maybe in the country right now, the Syracuse Orangemen. 4 wins in a row to win the Big East tournament. Never been done before.
Of course, you got to keep an eye out on Ohio State. They're playing in the Big Ten championship this afternoon. Dudley makes the free throw. The foul was on DeMarcus Nelson. That's his second. That takes a key defender off the floor, at least as far as dueling with Jared Dudley is concerned. It brings Sean Dockery on the court. Dudley with a pair.
Well, you know, and there's a big lineup now. It's going to be interesting to see who matches up with Dudley defensively.
Boston College has the same troops out there. We're 5 minutes in to the 53rd championship game of the ACC. It is Reddick's first shot of the day, rebounded by Craig Smith. Reddick's had 1 shot. Williams has 2. Out front, McRoberts with the steal. 2-on-1 with Dockery. 3-on-1. Reddick makes it a party. And a foul coming up on Sean Marshall.
Pretty good transition defense by Boston College that time, but you don't want to bail J.J. Reddick out and putting him at the free throw line.
Sean Marshall didn't realize he had him covered. And Reddick to the free throw line, and J.J. has established he is second all-time in ACC history in free throw shooting in the tournament, and a rare miss. That's only his 6th miss in this being his 12th game. And that's his 54th attempt.
And you know when you can remember just about all of your misses.
Wow. Well, how many? Write it down.
Sell your stocks and bonds.
Exactly. Duke fans are going over here.
They're stunned. I mean, it's stunned in the hall right now.
Here is Dudley inside. Didn't have enough to get it up there. And the rebound comes to Greg Paulus.
And those are opportunities against Duke that you have to convert.
Paulus to try to finish, and he draws the foul. And this one's going to be on Craig Smith.
I thought Paulus yesterday against Wake Forest did a terrific job off the dribble and continues to do that. Kind of gets hinted on his hip right here, and he forces the bigs to come over and help.
18 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists yesterday against Wake Forest. The 18 a career high for this young man out of Syracuse, New York.
You know, the last thing that Boston College's front line wants to do is waste fouls about penetrating point guards. I mean, they're going to have their hands full with the front line of Duke.
Into the ballgame now, Akita McLean. Oates comes out. This is a deep Boston College team. McLean comes in. You'll see Sean Williams come in. And boy, did Williams have a play yesterday against Tyler Hansbrough that really set the tournament on its heels.
This is Al Skinner reacting to Duke right now, going small with Akita McLean in there instead of coming with Sean Williams.
12-4. Boston College trailing here by 8. Greg Smith and Jared Dudley have been the only scorers for BC so far. Smith at the right elbow. Up and over, he finds McLean on the baseline. Nice pass by Smith.
Well, McLean averages over 5 points in just under 13 minutes, so he's very efficient offensively. I also thought it's an interesting matchup. They have Sheldon Williams on McLean, trying to save him a little bit and letting McRoberts guard Smith.
McRoberts down underneath. It's Williams looking for one, and no finish, no. Lost underneath. McClain picks up the miss. What an effort by Sheldon Williams, though.
Well, BC doing the same thing, electing to guard Williams with McClain.
Underneath McClain, this is Smith. Craig Smith can finish with the best of them.
And that's what Smith, if you give him an angle and a lane to the basket, he will finish every time.
12-8, Duke in the lead. J.J. Redick yet to score. Feeds into Williams. He fades and hits. Williams with 4. Duke by 6.
And Sheldon Williams has really expanded his game offensively, and he's added that little fadeaway jump shot. He can also knock down the 15-footer squared up.
Malchione getting ready to check in for the Blue Devils here. Lewis Hinnant, 18 assists, only 3 turnovers in his first 2 ACC tournament appearances. Sean Marshall. Hinnant in traffic. McClain to the baseline. This is a team, Mike, that has shot 55% in this tournament in the first 2 games.
Starting to get their sea legs underneath them. And McClain is a guy earlier against Duquesne this year, had 17 points in 19 minutes. So I talk about the production. He is really giving this team a lift off the bench.
J.J. Redick, his first 3 of the game and the first for either side. Puts Duke up by 7.
And, still wearing the little wrap on his knee. The coach's staff really concerned when he went out yesterday after banging knees against Wake Forest, but really hasn't seemed to have any ill effects from that.
Scored 20 yesterday after a 25-point appearance against Miami in the quarterfinal. Inside, McClain has a step on Williams. Can't put it down. McRoberts towards the miss now for Duke.
BC not afraid to throw the ball into McClain against Williams. No double team help coming.
Into the paint it goes. Williams gets the leader to go. He's got 6.
Well, the one thing McClain has to do, he can't let Sheldon Williams flash in front of him in the paint. That's too easy of a catch.
J.J. Redick found him. The Duke faithful on their feet, celebrating Duke's biggest lead in this game. Hinnant up and over for Dudley. In the paint, he's got the finish.
Yeah, J.J. Redick, that's a tough cover. And BC, the best thing they do, Steve, is they sniff out mismatches. And that time they found Dudley in the low post.
There'll be a mismatch for many guys out there in the paint.
Right, he's so flexible. I mean, he takes bigs outside and takes little guys inside.
Williams has a step on McClain. Blocked from behind by Dudley.
You know, you look at the stat sheet at the end of the game, virtually every box will have a number in it for Dudley. He'll block shots, he'll make steals, he'll make assists, he'll hit threes.
There's a steal by Redick. Duke with all sorts of numbers. Redick will pull it up and hit it.
Hey, you know what, Steve? That's like a layup. I mean, you wonder about pulling up in transition for a 3-point shot. That's a layup for J.J. Redick.
That was a 4-on-1 break.
Yep.
And that's the only guy who's got the green light in that situation for Mike Krzyzewski. Hit it at the top. We're nearly midway through this fast-moving first half. Dudley, baseline. Oh, what a play by Jared Dudley.
Right, Duke is, you know, if they're going to trade 3 for 2, that's fine. But right now, Boston College has really found Jared Dudley in the offense. There's nobody who's been able to guard him down low.
Got a timeout, and the usual characters are getting it done. J.J. Redick scoreless for a while, but he changed that with that 3. And, of course, Sheldon Williams getting it done as well. Redick on the break for 3 more. Duke up by 8 on this timeout.
Keep it under 200.
Drink a Pepsi and you could win an all-new 2007 Chevy Tahoe customized by Jeff Gordon. Or tricked out by Exhibit.
Don't scratch the 24s.
We're giving away a Chevy Tahoe every single day for 70 days during the Free Ride Sweepstakes. Get details at PepsiFreeRide.com.
We're back with the Geico Gecko. So now here's the thing I don't understand. People could save hundreds of dollars on car insurance by switching to Geico.
Right.
So I have to ask, why does Geico even need a talking gecko?
Well, entertainment.
How's that?
Look, you can't just tell people that Geico could save them money. It's true, yes, but it's a bit boring. So you have a little gecko entertain, play a little guitar or whatever. They think they're watching entertaining television, but they're actually watching a commercial.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
You want the candy? You can't have the candy. They call me the bus driver, kid, because I'm about to take you to school. Vader!
Man, I sent it to everybody. Hey. What are you guys looking at? Nothing.
With Alltel's All Access Pass, you get unlimited video, picture, and text messaging and more, all for one low monthly price. And it's only at Alltel.
Nice shot.
Thanks. I'm up 14-12. Your ball.
Jeep, the official vehicles of the ACC.
Fans young and old love the ACC Championship final. We wondered if there'd be a full house here today with North Carolina out. No question. Just about every seat spoken for. 23,000 here in Greensboro. J.J. Redick has so many records. Here's another one within reach. Career tournament three-point field goals made. He's one and back of Randolph Childress, who had an incredible run here back in the 1995 season.
Certainly the greatest individual scoring effort in the three-day event.
Here's Redick for three more. That's waved off. Offensive foul inside. Eric Boateng, who came in for Duke on that very possession to give it Sheldon Williams a break. No basket by Redick, and it remains 22-14.
Let's see how Boateng reacts. Not used extensively this year, but some early first-half action in the ACC tournament final.
Saw some action in the quarterfinal against Miami. Here's the give and go down low. The back screen. No, Dudley can't make it work. Melchione comes up with a rebound.
Jared Dudley hurt Duke at home that game up at Chestnut Hill. 28 points and well on his way to a big night here, even though he gets that miss.
There's Redick on the way. Back by Hinnant. Redick goaltending. Sean Williams with the goaltend. Score the basket, 24-14. Alltel presents the Alltel ACC trivia question. How many number 3 seeds have beaten number 1 seeds in the ACC title game? That's an appropriate question for this afternoon, obviously, because that's what we've got. We'll have the answer for you in the second half.
Sean Williams a little late getting the penetration that time. With him in the game, they feel like he's a game changer. Boston College will funnel things to him, Steve, but he had to be there a little quicker to get that shot.
I'll tell you what, he changed that game yesterday when Tyler Hansbrough thought he had a certain dunk. And Sean Williams was there to meet him at the pass. Here's Craig Smith. Goes around McRoberts, and I don't know how he found room to score, but he did. 6 points for Craig Smith.
He's very good at carving out space for himself.
Jay Redick's miss is boarded by Smith.
And that's a tough thing to defend when a post player turns around and faces up on you 6 feet from the basket. That puts McRoberts in a bind.
Tyrese Rice and Lewis Hinnant in the game at the same time. Hinnant underneath, and he forces the defense to him and draws a foul, and it's going to be on J.J. Redick.
This is what I talk about. That's a lot of pressure on the defensive player unless he's getting help. The last thing you can try to do, you can't give up the baseline in that situation. You must force him middle to his left hand.
Roberts just didn't have knee enough there. Hinnant on the free throw line. Boston College, not a great free throw shooting team, although they go there much the same as Duke as in relation to their opponents. They're 67% from the line. Hinnant scored much, but his assists are up.
I think when he scores, it's a bonus, Steve, and he has really taken very good care of the basketball in this tournament.
Sheldon Williams back in the lineup, as you saw. That rebound replacing Boateng. There's Nelson back in. He's playing with 2 fouls. To McRoberts with a clear path. Nelson.
And sometimes, Steve, when you're inside and you have a layup and there's a shot blocker lurking, you think about him rather than finishing the shot.
Craig Smith tries to flip the defense. The ball is loose. Smith comes up with it. Coming down with it. Let's see. That's Dudley involved in all of that. Ball lost out of bounds. Or is it possession? It's a held ball. Possession Duke. That's why you're sitting here with your thumbs up. No wonder.
I just thought you were doing a good broadcast today. Just wanted to reassure you that.
Here's a back at you. 8 to go in this first half. Reddick for 3. Rice with a miss.
He's had some contested shots, very few open looks so far.
Tyrese Rice inside, offensive foul, trying to force his way through. Timeout on the court in this championship game. The Duke Blue Devils holding sway over the newest member of the conference, Boston College. It's Duke 24, BC 16.
Hey, the guys are coming over to watch the game. Aren't you worried about them drinking all the Bud Light?
Not to worry. Look what I had installed.
A secret revolving wall. Dude, you're a genius.
Guys, hurry up! The Magic Fridge is back!
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
Magic Fridge. Magic Fridge.
At Progress Energy, we know that people depend on power. Businesses depend on power. Cities and towns depend on power. Which is why we've made power more reliable. And why we're improving storm response and customer service, making sure everything goes on as usual. Meetings, the big game, even late-night trips to the fridge. The relentless pursuit of excellence, it's what we're all about. Progress Energy. People, performance, excellence.
At RBC Centura, we never forget that at the same time you're running a business, you're also running a life. Which is why we've created a unique new banking product for business owners. With a business account and a personal account from the one bank that understands the needs of both of you. It's a personal approach to business banking, only from RBC Centura. Building a better bank, one customer at a time.
In 1968, BMW invented the sports sedan. And never stopped reinventing it. Introducing the new 3 Series.
Face painting in vogue here for the championship Sunday. Duke leading Boston College 24-16. When you look at the teams who have won this championship the most, Duke, North Carolina 15 apiece, North Carolina State at 10. The Wolfpack won the tournament first 3 years of the ACC, haven't won a title since 1987. Mike, you've been a part of an ACC championship team or two. What would it mean for Duke to get that 16th today?
Well, I'd say don't sell it short. It's certainly a number that I think the team is thinking about right now. But for a long time, North Carolina had dominated this event. We anteed a couple of chips into the pot, but it's really been this last run that has brought Duke level with North Carolina. But just really 2 dominant programs that have played well in this event.
Roberts now has it along the perimeter. Here comes Greg Paulus. Tyrese Rice going after him. They're 2 great freshman point guards. Look at Williams at work inside with a reverse. 8 points for Sheldon Williams. It's now a 10-point Duke lead again.
That's good patience and also strength. The double team came late when he put the ball on the floor, but Sheldon Williams still able to finish.
Much stock into this lead. Boston College was down 18 on their home floor and came back and made a game of it. Dudley got a little too creative that time and lost the ball.
I don't know what he was thinking about on that play, whether he thought help was coming, but he should have gone up on the same side of the rim. He had an easy finish.
Al Skinner got a tie on today. He went with the timeless approach. The first 2, I guess he's in a championship game.
He's showing respect for the title.
Here's Paulus. This one from the elbow, and it's going to be Craig Smith on the rebound.
Boston College is going to be much better served if they can keep Duke in the half court.
The field goal percentage, both pretty good. Duke had not shot well in this tournament, 43% in their first 2 games against Miami and Wake Forest. Craig Smith inside, and putting it in is going to be Sean Williams.
Yeah, he's not a guy that you can throw the ball into and have manufacture the points off of post moves, but he is definitely a factor on the offensive glass.
What a play by Williams. I call him a game changer. Let's see if that spurs Boston College to a run here. Reddick. Marcus Haynes is in the ball game, the freshman. Here is the rebound by Smith again. Rice up and over, and a finish by Haynes. What's the foul?
Boy, the backcourt off the bench coming in, and you have to live with some of Rice's decisions, but he knew that Haynes would go up and get it at the rim. Terrific play by the BC backcourt.
I'll take note of those plays. Williams with the stick back, Haynes with the alley-oop from Rice, and now he's off with a three-point play. An impressive freshman from Irving, Texas.
The coaching staff talked about it. You know, we've got to play our best game to win today, and in order to do that, they've got to get help off the bench, and they've gotten that injection of offense in the first half.
7-2 run, 5 unanswered. Dockery lost the handle, and he gets fouled. Foul is going to be on Rice. RBC Centura presents this look at our upcoming ACC telecast and first round sites. Greensboro, one of them, Auburn Hills, Dallas, Dayton, San Diego, Salt Lake City, Jacksonville, and Philadelphia. Mike, you'll be working the tournament, and sometime in the late hours or the wee hours of the morning tomorrow, you'll find out where you're going.
Well, you know, I'd love to say San Diego, but when you work that first round, it's like working in a casino. You never see the light of day. You know, it's just you're in the gym the whole time. It's an exciting 4 days.
Where did you open last year?
Boise.
Thank you.
Yeah, it just found out you can't get there from here.
You know, New Englanders will understand that, especially me coming from Maine. 28-21, Duke in the lead here by 7. Steve Martin, Mike Jaminski here in Championship Sunday. Smith with the basket. He's got 8. And Boston College is definitely aroused and back into this game.
McRoberts got caught on the wrong side of Smith. He was on the outside of the lane, and that gave Smith a drive right down the middle.
A.J. being hampered there by Haynes. Comes back now to Malchione, who's coming in. Malchione almost turned it over. Good gear of the ball yesterday, but Williams turns it over. Unforced, really. Williams picked it up. That's their 3rd of the day. They had 5 of all day yesterday.
And a lot of that was Jared Dudley harassing Malchione.
Boston College now, down by only 5. The top, it goes to Haynes. Takes it in on Reddick, puts it up. And the rebound comes to Malchione. Dockery was breaking long court, but DC gets back. Here's McRoberts. Traveled with the ball. He saw a path open up.
He needed one more dribble, Steve, to get to the rim. Just got too excited. The seas parted right here. Yeah, they had that one extra dribble. Good call by Carl Hess.
Working with Brian Kersey and Jamie Luckey this afternoon. Duke up by 5, gives up the ball. That's their 4th turnover here this first half.
And after a sluggish start, BC has done a nice job working back into this game, making it only a 5-point deficit.
Tatum McClain is back into the ball game now, and Sean Marshall as well. Williams and Rice go out. Smith in the paint, held on. Rebound to Sheldon Williams.
Right now, Steve, BC is dictating tempo. They're making Duke play a half-court game. There haven't been many runouts, and they've been very methodical in their offense. I think this pace and this score works to their favor.
Ball is on the wing. Here's Malchione. Haynes right on him with great quickness. Smith pulls down his 6th rebound.
Shooting percentage starting to come down for Duke now at 45% for the game.
Haynes to Marshall. Marshall's been quiet in this first half, but he gets fouled, and he'll go to the foul line. The foul is going to be charged to Duke. It's going to be to McRoberts. 28-23, timeout on the court.
Drink, drink, drink. Blue eyes that are bright as stars when they're shining on me. Drink, drink, drink. Lips that are red and sweet as the fruit on a tree. Drink.
health. Because the more water you drink, the better you feel. So make your body happy. Drink more water. Aquafina.
Think you know all there is to know about getting your cholesterol right? You may be wrong, because getting bad cholesterol down might be just part of the equation. You may also want to get your good cholesterol up. Even more surprising, this cholesterol medicine does both. Crestor. Crestor, along with diet, can lower bad cholesterol by up to 52%. But Crestor also raises your good cholesterol. Down with the bad, up with the good. Is Crestor right for you? That's between you and your doctor. Crestor is not for everyone, including people with liver disease and women who are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant. Simple blood tests are needed to check for liver problems. Tell your doctor about other medications you're taking, or if you experience muscle pain or weakness, as they may be a sign of serious side effects. Down with the bad, up with the good. Talk to your doctor about Crestor.
If you're without prescription coverage and can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ever notice how free things always seem to come at a price? Well, RBC Centura sees differently, with free checking that's truly free. No fees, no minimum balance, and no direct deposit required. Plus, if you open an account now, you'll also receive our debit rewards program that earns you points toward free gifts. It's a material world. Enjoy it freely. Call 1-800-Centura or visit your local banking center.
Building the program at Virginia, that was the key to unlocking the door. And, you know, we played very well in the tournament. We established the fact that we could not only compete with the teams, the power teams, and there were no three better basketball teams in the country at that time than the NC State program, defending national champions, North Carolina and Maryland. And those teams had been battling in and out. And we proved not only could we play close games with them, we could actually win games in pressure circumstances against them.
Boston College feels they can do the same. In fact, if you look at their record over the last 5 years compared with the ACC teams, the only ACC team that has a better record in that time is Duke.
And it's comparing apples and oranges a little bit, Steve, because it's their first year in the league. But that being said, they played in the Big East, which was pretty stout, and they won that league 3 of the last 5 years.
John Marshall missed the front half of a 1-and-1. Duke gets the rebound. They haven't had a score here in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Bench points better to Boston College than Duke. The ball lost off the end line.
And Marshall's been a key component in their run to the championship. He's been a double-figure scorer in the first 2 games and has yet to score. And he's a guy that can be a little fragile mentally if he doesn't see early success.
Dockery gives to McRoberts. And Greg Paulus settles things down. They hit 9 of their first 16. They're in a drop right now with 1 of their last 7. And a turnover, which is going to be their 5th of the afternoon. As many as they committed in both halves of yesterday's win over Wake Forest.
And that was a tough attempt. I think you've been better served to get a shot up on the rim because it appeared that Sheldon Williams had good offensive rebounding position.
Momentum up for grabs. Certainly the tempo going Boston College's way here, even though they trail by 5. Offensive foul. Going to be charged to Marshall.
What he did in trying to establish a position where he could receive the pass, he bumped into Paulus, and that's a great piece of officiating.
Paul Hess picks it up. That's the 2nd foul on Marshall. It is the 6th-team foul now on Boston College, and it is the 8th turnover for the Eagles as Sean Marshall takes a seat.
Normally you think about doing that down in the low post, but BC, it's very important that they catch the ball on the elbow, so they almost post up there as well to try to receive.
Reddick followed by Marquez Haynes. Back to the top, it's going to be Paulus. Haynes came up with some fabric on that curl. So he's going to be called for the foul.
Well, and, you know, J.J. Reddick makes you do that because he is so relentless in his movement without the basketball. You know, eventually you just throw your hands up and try to grab something.
Well, normally we don't hold our breath when J.J. goes to the line, but the first 2 today he missed. You see his line for the afternoon. Bobby Crimmins with a trivia question for us. Go ahead, Bobby.
Oh, I got to test you guys, Steve and Mike. Give me the last team who started 0-3 and won the ACC Championship. I know Billy Packer would know.
0-3 and in the league. That's
in the league,
right? and won the ACC Championship.
Oh, boy, I got you guys.
Would it be Wake?
No, 1997, Dean Smith's last year.
Oh, my God.
With Antoine Jameson and Vince Carter and those people. Reddick hits a pair.
So if we've gotten that right, would we gotten a prize or something? Or
Come on, it's Bobby Cremins. You seen his prize locker with him this weekend?
It's a little slow to the hip this week.
Keita McLean gives it off to Dudley. Smith inside, and a foul coming up on Williams. Now, we charged a foul earlier to McRoberts, and it was been charged to Williams, so that'll be number 2 on Sheldon Williams.
Well, and I think the argument Duke is trying to make is that Craig Smith initiated that contact. And the defensive player is allowed his vertical position down low.
Mike Krzyzewski addressing it with Jamie Lucky. He's going to put Lee Malchione back into the game. Craig Smith to the free throw line. Smith 18 of 27 from the field in his first 2 games.
Take a look down inside and a little late look at it. And Sheldon Williams was shocked. He didn't try to go for the block.
He takes a seat. Likely will sit the remaining 2 minutes and 23 seconds of this first half.
Well, that's what you have to try to do against a shot blocker, whether it's Sheldon Williams or Sean Williams. Steve Frank, you got to get into their body somehow. It negates their ability to jump.
Dudley boards the miss and completes the play. He's got 8. Boston College draws to within 4.
A real lapse. You can't allow cheap baskets on missed free throws like that. Dudley making the hustle play.
Paulus splits the D, heads to the rack. McLean boards the miss. Hinton got rid of it just in time. McLean drives, scores, offensive foul. Take away the basket.
And Paulus almost put them in a bind by not coming up with that steal. But J.J. Redick, talk about a steal. Look at it now. It's a 4-on-1, a 4-on-3 breaking situation. Redick stepping up. Good job. McLean should have shot the little floater instead of carrying it all the way in.
Here's Redick into the paint. Malchione for 3.
Talked about the three-point shot and how important it was to Duke, and it's a big lift for this Duke team by Lee Malchione.
9 turnovers for Boston College. You saw that graphic that shows that Duke's making them pay for it. Dudley, foul by Malchione.
Duke foul number 13, Lee Malchione.
Malchione, his first, team's 9th. 1-on-1 coming up for Jared Dudley.
Yeah, I love this, Steve. I mean, we're just watching the interplay between Dudley and Hinnant, and they are having an intense conversation about that last play and the lapse defensively. And it's like they're in a gym somewhere, arguing, and all right, it's our ball, let's take it out.
They're very familiar with each other. Dudley's a junior, Hinnant a senior. Dudley gets the front half of the 1-on-1. Dudley out of San Diego, California. He's had a great tournament. Had 28 points against Duke in the first game. A loss by 2, 83-81 at Boston College and the Conti Forum. The second shot by Dudley is good. Gives him 10 for the day. And Boston College now still 5 back.
Only double-figure scorer in the game for either team.
That's right. Reddick's at 9. Paulus at the top. Oh, there's the steal and a foul on Paulus, trying to get back his position. So Paulus picks up his second. That's the 10th team foul on Duke. You know, there's nothing like college basketball. If you're celebrating the win, do it right. The way you celebrate says a lot about you and reflects on your school, so be responsible. Take care of yourself and your friends. A message from Anheuser-Busch.
Nice conversation between Coach K and Paulus that time. Just trying to get him to settle down. I think upset where he got caught on the floor without his dribble, and you got to keep it alive until you've got somebody to pass it to.
Having a great tournament. This is Hinnant against Duke in that game. They only played once. They had 12 points. 4 out of 5 behind the arc. They were 6 of 10 in the second half as they fashioned their comeback against Duke. Again, BC not a great free throw shooting team at 67%. They're facing Duke, one of the best free throw shooting teams in the conference.
Well, and then, you're also a team that gets to the free throw line a lot. So if you're going to be limited there, you must make sure you at least shoot a high percentage.
That's right. There's only one other team that gets there as much, and that is Duke. Hinnon hits the free throw. And a timeout call here, a 30-second timeout by the Duke Blue Devils, and we'll return after this message from the Atlantic Coast Conference.
30-second timeout.
What can we do to make life better? At the ACC and United Way, we've been putting our energies together for over 10 years to help children, youth, and families. Our student athletes have joined with their local United Ways, and the results have been truly inspiring. But there's still so much left to do. That's why the ACC and the United Way together are building healthier communities.
Welcome back to Greensboro, site of the ACC Championship for the 21st time, more than any other city. Second is Raleigh, then behind that is Charlotte. Tournament next year goes to Tampa Bay. Now Skinner and his team, who have been involved, as Mike said, in championship games 2 of the last 4 years. They've been in the finals, in fact, 4 of the last 10. They've won 2 Big East tournament titles and 5 regular seasons.
This is a time now where teams go to sleep against Duke, and BC can ill afford to do that. They've done a nice job of keeping this game under control. They must remain focused for this last minute.
Minute to play. Duke spreads the floor, runs a play. They go to Reddick. 10 on the shot clock. He'll elevate. McRoberts will follow. Josh McRoberts with 8. Duke's lead now 6 again.
And normally a shot taken on that side of the floor will rebound over to the left, but that one came right to McRoberts in the front of the rim.
The luck pays off in championship runs. Look at that play by Haynes. Marquise Haynes makes the basket on the drive. Shot clock is gone. Paulus can walk this right down. 35-31, Duke in the lead. It's been an entertaining first half. Roberts at the top. Oh, the ball swiped from behind him and knocked out of bounds by Smith through the legs of Akita McLean. Thomas to do the duties, inbounds. Melchioni and poor Dockery to shoot, and they won't get one away. Hinnant knocks it out of bounds in the first half. Comes to an end. J.J. Reddick leads the Blue Devils with 10 points. Jared Dudley leads the Boston College Eagles with 10. And not much decided as you see what Reddick has done for damage so far in this first half of play with 2 3-pointers in his 3 field goals this afternoon. The 53rd championship second half action is coming up. Halftime with Mike Hogwood and Bobby Cremins coming your way next, right after this. ACC basketball is being brought to you by your Carolina Jeep dealers, by RBC Centura, by Red Lobster, by Hyundai, and by Aquafina.
If you're looking to ramp up your ride, get ready. Advance Auto Parts has a brand new special order center just for you. Your one-of-a-kind, one-stop shop for everything you could ever want in parts and performance accessories. Everything from lift kits to cool custom accessories is ready for direct-to-your-door delivery or convenient in-store pickup. When you want the most complete selection of parts and accessories, the only place to go is the new special order center in Advance Auto Parts.
We're ready in advance.
I love this breakfast bistro sandwich. It's like inspiring me to get up in the morning and get out the door.
Wow, honey, I'm glad you finally have a reason to get out of bed in the morning. I mean, aside from your loving wife, your job.
Right.
It's very important.
Yeah. It's great when you find number one.
Breakfast bistro sandwich. New at Sonic. Eggs, cheese, and bacon sausage or ham on toasted ciabatta bread. And now, swipe a credit or My Sonic card from your car, only at Sonic.
Ever notice how free things always seem to come at a price? Well, RBC Centura sees differently, with free checking that's truly free. No fees, no minimum balance, and no direct deposit required. Plus, if you open an account now, you'll also receive our debit rewards program that earns you points toward free gifts. It's a material world. Enjoy it freely. Call 1-800-Centura or visit your local banking center.
0% financing is back. From now until March 31st, get 0% financing for 60 months. Plus, make no monthly payments until October on Chrysler minivans and Pacificas, which can save you up to $7,000 on the 5-star safety-rated Town & Country, with exclusive stow-and-go seating and storage, and Chrysler Pacifica with over 92 cubic feet of cargo space. Get 0% financing for 60 months, plus make no monthly payments until October. Hurry, offer ends March 31st.
For over half a century, ACC basketball has thrilled us, surprised us, inspired us. And as each decade brought new excitement, we watched. Today, Atlantic Coast Conference basketball keeps excelling, and we're watching. Looking to our future, ACC basketball will continue redefining the sport in ways we can only imagine. ACC basketball, then, now, and always.
It's more than bright lights and the driving beat of the crowd. It's more than practicing hard, then performing under pressure. It's more than self-discipline and a never-ending thirst for knowledge. It's all of it. The official corporate partners of the ACC salute all the student athletes for their contributions to America's premier collegiate conference and their inevitable success beyond the days of athletic competition. You are the future.
Halfway through Championship Sunday, Boston College still shooting well, 52%. They've never led here in this first half. Duke, though, Bobby Cremins, I thought had a chance to really extend the lead at time, but this Boston College team really gets in there in battles.
You're absolutely right. They love having their back against the wall. They got off to a bad start, but they got back in. They settled it in their offense. If it wasn't for missed free throws, I think they could be tied or ahead in this half.
Well, one of the big keys for Duke has been their guys down in the paint. Josh McRoberts and Sheldon Williams each have 8 points here in this first half. It was McRoberts who got going early for Duke.
He did. This is a good no call. Of course, we know the freshman has incredible talent, and he's one of the top high school players in America last year. And this guy inside, I knew you talked about the seniors stepping up, and you know Sheldon Williams. Watch this move. See, he knows how to get open, Mike. He knows how to make the move and score.
Now, Sheldon Williams does have 2 fouls, though, and had to sit out the last couple of minutes of the half.
That's a key factor. Now, he had that last game, and he stayed out of foul trouble the second half.
All right, Bobby and I'll be back to talk more about this first half here on Championship Sunday in the ACC Tournament.
Ted Ferguson, Bud Light Daredevil. Today for Bud Light, I'm going to be performing an incredibly dangerous stunt. Today, I'm going to listen to a John Tesh CD in its entirety. Time. Go. Hey! 3! Oh. Come on, Eddiees, turn it on! Bud Light! Hey,
Here you go. Here you go. Hold on a second.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it. Apparently the man likes a wood chime.
You paid for 300 horses. Are you sure you're getting all of them? Choose Q from Quaker State. Q's patented heat-activated formula fights power-robbing friction better than any conventional oil to help maximize power. And let all your horses come out. Q from Quaker State. Unleash all your horses.
Wait, check this, right? 3 million drivers switched to Geico last year, yeah? I'm telling you this. Why? Well, because I want you to help spread the word. Bloke hears that number, he's quite impressed. He's like, 3 million? That's a lot of people. Why wasn't I invited? Then you're like, of course you're invited. So he stops by geico.com and he gets his free rate quote. OK, sure, all right, it's not a real party, it's a website, but at least now the fella's done his own work.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
0% financing is back.
From now until March 31st, get 0% financing for 60 months, plus make no monthly payments until October on our full lineup of Jeep vehicles, which can save you up to $8,000 on the new Jeep Commander with 3 rows of stadium seating, the 5-star safety-rated Grand Cherokee, and Jeep Liberty, the best-selling SUV in its class. Get 0% financing for 60 months, plus make no monthly payments until October. Hurry, offer ends March 31st.
Winner of this game today, among the prizes, the automatic bid to the NCAA tournament, and as well as with these other tournament finals in the SEC, South Carolina. Surprise making it to the championship game of the SEC, playing Florida. Iowa and Ohio State will play for the Big Ten title, and the Big 12 championship is also a little bit later on here this afternoon. That is our Bud Light scoreboard, and again, so much at stake as the field for that NCAA tournament will be announced a little bit later on today. Great crowd here, and it has been a wonderful game. We will talk more about this first half, what to expect in the second. Bobby Crimmins and I will return to the Greensboro Coliseum in just a moment.
Jackie Chan is here. Remember, I'm not letting you do any stunts, okay? Mr. Chan, you want to make a movie with my client, Diet Pepsi?
Your client will be perfect.
We would insist on a stunt double.
No problem.
Watch my back, okay?
Stunt double!
Look at you. You look great. Aren't you glad you didn't do the stunts?
Look at that little big bow on the top of your head. Oh, you look so fluffy. You're as cute as you want to be. Yes, you are.
Yo, is that your Silverado? 345 horsepower. The new Vortec Max V8 out-tows all the other guys?
Wow, look at you. Good boy. Good man.
Chevy Silverado, an American Revolution.
We've shared in many beautiful beginnings, hopeful castings, gator sightings, historic buildings, happy landings, lazy cruisings, and many more glorious closings. Intracoastal Realty. Since 1975, part of an exceptional place we call home.
WECT, first in weather coverage. Now with First Alert, the most advanced weather forecasting. First Alert, only on WECT, where news comes first. Fugitive of the Week, Wednesday at 6 and 11, only on WECT.
This moment in ACC history is presented by Geico. For the second year in a row, North Carolina has won the ACC Women's Basketball Championship. The Tar Heels avenged an earlier loss with a 91-80 victory over fourth-ranked Maryland. Tournament MVP Ivory Latta scored 26 points, while teammate Erlana Larkins also added a career-high 26 points in the win. Congratulations to head coach Sylvia Hatchell and the Tar Heels on their championship, and for marking their moment in ACC history, presented by Geico.
Double figures here in the first half. J.J. Redick with 10. Jared Dudley with 10 as well. The Blue Devils are up 4. And Bobby, I thought that Duke got out front early because of their defense. They really played great D to start this game.
Well, you know, that's Coach K's forte. Play that half-court defense. They anticipate, they double-team, and they disrupt a lot of people.
And as we look at the first half highlights, you'll see that defense that I'm talking about that got this game going. Look at Paulus come up with a steal there.
Great steal, great anticipation. And this next steal, this comes off a scouting report, Mike. Again, anticipation by J.J. 2 easy baskets for Duke.
And on the other end, you talked about Boston College, their fight. They had a chance to go down double digits, and they did, but then they came back very much alive towards the end of the half.
Well, we talked about the versatility and being able to face the basket and put the ball on the floor.
All right, let's take a look now at our Sonic halftime stats. And again, Boston College has shot the ball so well all tournament long.
They really have, Mike, but no three-point shots. So look for Sean Marshall, Dudley, and Therese Rice off the bench. I think they need to hit a couple of threes.
All right, it's going to be a great second half. Duke going for another trophy. They won 6 out of 7. Steve Martin, Mike Jominski back on the other side with the second half of this championship game.
I wasn't sure about this whole 5-minute date thing, but I feel like we have a connection.
I feel it too.
Maybe we should go on a real date.
I don't know about that.
Well, why?
It would upset my fiance, probably.
You're not single.
Oh, no, I'm just here for the Bud Light. What am I supposed to say? Hi, honey, I'm dating Amy. Not cool.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
Good, sir. Hey, sweetie.
If you're looking to ramp up your ride, get ready. Advance Auto Parts has a brand new special order center just for you. Your one-of-a-kind one-stop shop for everything you could ever want in parts and performance accessories. Everything from lift kits to cool custom accessories is ready for direct-to-your-door delivery or convenient in-store pickup. When you want the most complete selection of parts and accessories, the only place to go is the new special order center in Advance Auto Parts.
We're ready in advance.
They're using all of their horses. Are you using all of yours? To compete at the highest levels, these top drivers trust Q technology. Q's patented heat-activated formula fights power-robbing friction better than conventional oils to help maximize power, maximize success, and of course, maximize your horses. Q, unleash all your horses.
ACC Basketball is brought to you by Q Motor Oil, by Chevrolet, by Progress Energy, by Chick-fil-A, and by BB&T. A full house on hand to see Boston College and Duke. Duke leading 35-31. Steve Martin here along with Mike Jominski. Mike, you had made mention at the start of the half, just as we went away to commercial, even though Duke has the lead, Boston College seems to be shaping the way things are done here.
Yeah, I thought they, even though they're behind in score, I thought they won the half. And what I mean by that is that they dictated tempo, really played the way they wanted, keeping this game right around the 70-point mark, at least right now. I think Duke needs to change that if they're going to win and get out and run a lot more.
Well, once again, Boston College very efficient in what they do, shooting 52%, as Bobby and Mike told you in the first half. Let's bring in Scott Brzezwanski and get the outlook of what both coaches had to say to their teams at halftime.
Well, the Boston College coaching staff said they've really got to cut down on the turnovers, handle the basketball, because when they cough it up, that's what's creating the easy scoring opportunities for Duke. For the Blue Devils, they've liked their defense for the most part and their rebounding. If there is one area they'd like to improve on, guys, it is offensive execution. It felt like they've been sloppy on a couple possessions, and they can't afford to do that in the second half.
Well, Al Skinner will go back to his original starting lineup, the lineup that he's used for all 32 games that Boston College has taken the floor at.
Let's see, Steve, you know, the one thing we talked about, other people stepping up. Boston College got a nice thing from a nice contribution from their bench and not a lot of time.
Recognizing some servicemen here in the crowd. They got a good, nice round of applause. Standing ovation, as a matter of fact. And we got some pretty good seats here. Getting ready to go for the second half as Craig Smith gets ready to inbound. There's John Oates and, of course, Sheldon Williams getting ready to square off underneath. Scott mentioned the rebounding. Duke has to be happy with the fact that they are rebounding with a Boston College team that averages 38 rebounds a game. Duke, not the best of rebounding teams at 30 in this tournament. Oates to the top. Here's Sean Marshall. And again, that tight cordon around the paint that Boston College likes to execute in offensively.
It's like they're a throwback team in that regard. They don't play for the three. They utilize the three-point line, but their focus is in the paint.
Three only opens things up for them. Here's Hinnant. He'll take one here because it was the only thing available to him.
Yeah, all that being said, they ran through their offense for 30 seconds, and that's a great possession. They got down to the three-point shot.
Makes it a one-point game. We're in for a strong second half, I think. Here's Williams. Good defense by Oates.
And that's with no double team coming. He forced the kick out.
Williams hits the shot this time. He's got 10. Joins J.J. Redick in double figures. Duke now back on top by 3.
And that's where Sheldon Williams has had his most success in this game. The little face-up jump shot from about 10 feet.
BC winners of 15 of their last 17 games. They may have opened 0-3 in the conference, but that is a faint memory right now. Craig Smith out top. Down low. Marshall can't catch up with the pass of Jared Dudley. That's turnover number 10.
And Steve, you're talking about that after starting 0-3 last year. If you remember, this is a BC team that went 20-0 to start the year, but then faltered down the stretch. It's reversed this year, and the coaching staff likes that trend. They're building momentum into the NCAA tournament.
10 turnovers today. The dunk doesn't work by Williams. Points off turnovers. Duke 14-1. They failed on that one.
A lot early. Those 3 steals coming in the first 4 minutes.
Oates with a rare 3. How rare? Well, that's his 15th of the season.
Yeah, that's the way. You know what? The coaching staff lets him shoot that shot. He started the Maryland game. He knocked down a 3, which really built the 22-4 lead that Maryland never recovered from.
The Eagles have tied it up for only the second time this afternoon, and Duke responds with a turnover. Mike Krzyzewski now wants a quick timeout. Full timeout here with 17:37 or 17:57 left to go in the second half. And Boston College has equaled the score.
If you're looking to ramp up your ride, get ready. Advance Auto Parts has a brand new special order center just for you. Your one-of-a-kind one-stop shop for everything you could ever want in parts and performance accessories. Everything from lift kits to cool custom accessories is ready for direct-to-your-door delivery or convenient in-store pickup. When you want the most complete selection of parts and accessories, the only place to go is the new special order center in Advance Auto Parts.
We're ready in advance.
ACC Legends, brought to you by Food Lion. When it came to taking the outside shot, no one was better than Virginia Tech's Del Curry. Combining a fluid motion with deadly touch, Curry scored double figures in 115 games and still leads the Hokies in career field goals made. Curry capped his career as the first Virginia Tech basketball player ever to have his jersey retired. Del Curry, Virginia Tech legend. Food Lion, proud official corporate partner of the ACC.
The signs are everywhere. It's Toyota's premier event. While you're there, check out the Toyota trucks with great deals going on now. Get your engine running with the Toyota Tacoma, the best-selling compact pickup in America. Or save big on the Tundra Double Cab. Now with available cash back and the XSP Sport Package discount, get $4,000 in total savings on the 06 Tundra Double Cab. Toyota's premier event is on. Don't miss it. Toyota, moving forward.
I think the first one is always the best because it means that you're a champion and in this conference. And to see it replicated a number of times for us and see it in the eyes of those kids for their first time brings that feeling for me that I had in 1986.
And of course, that was the first of 9 that Mike Krzyzewski won as a coach that particular year. It led to an appearance in the national championship game. They were beaten by Louisville as a result. Oates with back-to-back baskets. He's got 5. Boston College now is out front, 39-37.
And that's going to force Sheldon Williams to come out and honor that shot and open some things up in the lane area.
Roberts looking for Williams inside. Hand off to Reddick, who has 10 points in this game. There's the bounce pass to the post. Look at 3 BC Eagles converge on Sheldon Williams. Shot clock not down to 10. Inside the paint it goes. We got a whistle and a foul.
Well, the good news for Boston College is that's only Oates' 2nd personal foul, and they've got Sean Williams behind him with only 1 personal foul. So they're well positioned in this second half to defend Sheldon Williams down low.
Marcus Nelson lifts a 3 off the inbounds. It's short, not out of bounds. Duke struggling here.
And Mike Krzyzewski, that was a rare timeout early in the second half that he called. He was not happy with his team's offensive execution.
Going to bring Nelson and Reddick off the floor. SEC action down in Nashville. Florida and South Carolina had in that. Florida beat LSU in the semifinals yesterday.
Bobby Cremins is got a little side interest in that affair.
Got a whistle and a foul again. And this one's going to be charged to Dockery. Sean Dockery's first.
Hey, Mike, you got to give Dave Odom great credit. I mean, you know, they had a tough year in the regular season, and he got his team to the SEC finals.
Beating Kentucky, too. That was a huge win.
Yeah, really, with Tennessee, Kentucky. And
they beat everybody in the SEC once during the regular season, did they not? I think they did.
I don't think they beat Kentucky.
And they beat Florida twice.
4th steal for Paulus in this game. He finishes plus the foul. Foul is going to be charged to Craig Smith. That's 2. But Greg Paulus relights this crowd with a steal and the tie.
Right, that's how he got this team going in the first half the same way. And the ability to take it up the floor. And he was sizing up where Smith was, drew the contact. Beautiful play by the freshman point guard.
Talked about the youth on these 2 teams and how they defer to that from time to time to help lift it. Chance to take the lead again by Paulus goes by the wayside.
I think he might have got himself a little too amped up after that play. Bring that heart rate down before you shoot the free throw.
Here's Dudley spinning away from Paulus. Marshall gets an easy score inside.
And they need to get Marshall going. That was a very unselfish play by Dudley, who could have finished at the rim, but he saw an opportunity to give his teammate an easy layup.
Marshall's first basket of the game. Boston College by 2. Williams in the post. Oates holding his ground. Smith comes over to block it. Oates gets the steal. And Paulus knocks it out of bounds. It's going to be Duke ball. And now things are getting a little out of shape. Lewis Hinnant and Greg Paulus in front of the Duke bench.
A good job, both coaches and the referees keeping this under control. Al Skinner coming down to his team.
It's still going on. Al Skinner now telling his team, get out of this end of the court for now.
That's a great job by Al Skinner. And it looked like there was just, certainly there were no punches thrown in that exchange. It looked like there was just a lot of talk. And I think what BC was taking exception to was Paulus's reaction after the play. Here's the good block on the inside. And then from out of nowhere, BC has control of this, but Paulus is lurking. You see him right here come in with the play, and he knocked it off of Hinnant's leg. And that's what I think. He came up and clapped his hands. I think Hinnant felt like he was going after him a little bit.
And most of that from after that is just controlling the action. That's a great move by Paulus. He tapped the flag. Oh, he touched him.
He touched him. He did, and Hinnant took exception. Actually, he was pushed into him on a reaction by McRoberts. He was trying to congratulate Paulus.
That's why Hinnant got upset. And then after that, it's just players just trying to control everything. Look at Craig Smith. Now Carl Hess in the middle of it. Now let's see what the determination is going to be. Jamie Lucky's going to call this one out, I think, although he's going to bring Mike Krzyzewski and Al Skinner out there. And they're going to talk this thing over. Greg Paulus had just picked up his 5th steal in this game. or equated another change in possession as he put it off the knee of Hinnant and then got mixed up out there. Now Paulus trying to explain his actions to assistant coach Johnny Dawkins.
Again, it's always tough, Steve, when something like that happens in front of a team's bench.
Yeah.
There's always that chance that it could escalate in a hurry, and I thought both teams showed a lot of restraint in a championship setting in the second half.
The play is under further review for additional incidents.
All right, there's Larry Dunlap with a clarification.
I think what they may be looking at too is Boston College's bench to see if anybody left it. You know, everybody was kind of pinned back along Duke's line, and I was looking over. The assistant coaches for BC immediately were up, and they kept control of their group.
Unsportsmanlike foul on Paulus, a contact foul on Hinnant.
Lord, this is just Paulus has been very active, and he's just trying to give his team a lift right now. It's a great play to throw it off, but it was the reaction that caused a little scrum afterwards.
Well, you were right, Mike. If McRoberts doesn't grab hold of Paulus and kind of push him toward Hinnant, then that contact never happens.
Right, and then Hinnant walks away, and this is why it's Duke's ball. And
you know, so if you're Hinnant, you can't. You know, I mean, you can't blame the young man for. You know, he's down in enemy territory down there. There's going to be a reaction. It's going to be natural.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how the referees react to this, if they tighten up the call a little bit just to regain control of the game, and also how each team responds to this. I think Boston College came into this game with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, not a big fan base here to witness them. And I don't think many people expecting them to to have a chance in this championship game against Duke on this course, where it would be a huge home court advantage.
We're going an awful long time to explain which really is an unsportsmanlike foul on Paulus and a contact foul on Hinnant. And right now those stand basically as personals on each. For Paulus, that would be his third. Carl Hess doing the talking, Mike Krzyzewski and Al Skinner doing the listening right now.
The last thing Coach K asked is who's good sportsmanship. The other coach is shaking, and that's good by both of them to get things calmed down.
Well, it's the heat of the moment in a championship game, and you can see just how much it means to both of these coaches. Both teams are going to the NCAAs, but if you take in the top seed, the automatic berth in this tournament, it means volumes to them. It dictates for Duke. It could bring them back here to Greensboro later in the week. But just the same, it means a lot to Duke, because to win tonight a 16th ACC Championship would be very special. And of course for Boston College to win their first year.
At the end of the day, that's the thing that Coach K was asking about. They get possession because of the play that Paulus made. So after the free throw attempts, it will be Duke's ball down their end of the floor.
So the unsportsmanlike technical on Paulus sends Hinnant to the line. He gets one and now another.
I think that's a key point that you brought out here. This is his third personal foul with 16 minutes to go. Does that mean that he can't be maybe as aggressive as he has been in going after steals?
And his aggressiveness fuels this team. And now Craig Smith is talking to Mike Krzyzewski. We're going to get foul shots at the other end, and Reddick will do it. Reddick now with 11. Oh, his third miss of the game. Boston College by 2, 42-40. Well, let's see if that diffuses anything. with a handle. Hinnant watching him. Reddick gets by Marshall. We got a whistle and a foul. It's going to be on Sean Marshall. And that'll be 3 on Marshall, who has more fouls than points this afternoon. And you talked, Mike, about the troubles that he has when he doesn't get going.
Yeah, that's why I thought that layup that Dudley got him might have helped him.
Here's the 3, Reddick. Hollis can't get to the rebound. It's going to be Boston College ball. And Craig Smith helps him up from the corner. So it looks like all the relations are patched up, and we're just headed for a championship here. Timeout on the court with BC up by 2.
Welcome to your new home. You'll need to find the post office, a decent cup of coffee, and a bank. A friendly bank with free checking and all the bells and whistles. What a coincidence. We're right in the neighborhood. Banking, insurance, investments. BB&T. There's opportunity here.
You paid for 300 horses. Are you sure you're getting all of them? Choose Q from Quaker State. Q's patented heat-activated formula fights power-robbing friction better than any conventional oil to help maximize power and let all your horses come out. Q from Quaker State. Unleash all your horses.
The finest leather boots are at Big Phil's Boot Sacks.
We believe that you should get more. More power with the Ford F-150. It's the undisputed leader with one tough backbone. Buy or lease a new built Ford Tough F-150, and for a limited time, we'll match your down payment up to $1,000. Lease an F-150 STX for $229 a month, and we'll waive the security deposit. Visit your Carolina Ford dealer.
We're back. Boston College leading Duke here. We're in the second half. Not just 4 minutes gone in this half so far. And Mike, we've just gone through a situation where we had a double technical called, contact foul versus an unsportsmanlike. Which team benefits more from what just happened?
Well, again, I think if you're Boston College, you like the fact you've grinding this game down, the tempo. I think coming out of that timeout, J.J. Redick gathered his team together. I'm sure he was talking about this is a time in the game where we've got to make it our tempo going forward.
Well, it's been Boston College's tempo since about midway through the first half, and it continues here. And they have pulled ahead. Now, Duke is going to extend the floor with a little pressure. Sean Dockery at the point of the offense now. ACC action in the second half. Florida leading by 8. One of the biggest days in college basketball when the NCAA field is selected and seeded.
Of course, Craig Littlepage, the AD at Virginia, the chairman of that selection committee. He has not had many free moments in the last few weeks.
I bet not. 2 calls from College Park and Tallahassee in the interim. Boston College pulls ahead on Dudley's basket by 4.
They still have not had an answer for Dudley, either on the perimeter or inside.
On the wing now, Dockery. Momentum, Boston College at this point in time. To the post it goes to Williams. Oates doing a great job on him. There's the double late, and there's the reverse by Williams.
If the double team is coming, you can't give up the baseline. You got to send him back into the middle, but Sheldon Williams just too strong.
2-point game, Boston College in the lead. Sean Marshall up. Can't make it go down. The rebound, Craig Smith. Block. Possession arrow, Duke. The landlord has spoken.
And what he did was he really kept Craig Smith under the basket. There was no place for him to go. Good piece of defense.
J.J. Redick underneath. Here comes McRoberts. Steps through the wreckage underneath there. We've got a foul coming up. Oates went to the floor. Foul is going to be on Jared Dudley. No, it's going to be Oates.
And Steve, that's what, you know, if you're a big and you're playing with J.J. Redick, you have those opportunities because the defense is concentrating so much on him coming off screens that little slip pass is available, and McRoberts gets to the free throw line as a result.
Dudley picked up the foul. That's going to be his first. Roberts to the free throw line. He has it. ACC basketball is brought to you in part by your local Toyota dealer. And here comes Marcus Haynes again. And coming out, Sean Marshall. Haynes, I thought, provided a pretty good spark for them in the first half.
With 7 minutes, 5 points.
McRoberts misses the second, but hustles for his rebound. Lays it in and draws another foul. He said, I didn't get you last time, I'll get you this time. McRoberts gets it this time. Or rather, that is Oates.
Boy, he has had some athletic finishes in this game. We talked about it, the breakdown off of that, and going up with his right hand, strong finish.
And he hits the three-point play. McRoberts now with 12. Duke pulls ahead by 2.
Now you're going to see a deliberate set by BC. They want to take that play and take the crowd out of it. This is what they're so good at.
Smith to Oates for 3. Or more. Wow. His second 3 of the afternoon. He has 8 for the day. Boston College returns to the lead.
3.3 average on the year, Steve. Unexpected offense from John Oates.
He had 7 in the win over North Carolina yesterday. To the post it goes to McRoberts. Splits the defense. Waiting there is Paulus for 2.
I mean, Josh McRoberts just gets better and better. Recognizing the double team and talk about how sometimes bigs have trouble making passes out of double teams. That was a great find.
3 ties and the 4 lead changes. It's championship basketball. It's what we expected between these two. Rising to the top of the conference as the conference season ended.
Find John Oates.
There's Dudley, double teamed. Smith can't get a handle on the rebound. Paulus 2-on-2. Redick on the wing.
Steve, he turned to run when that ball was halfway to the basket. He knew it was in. 2 men back for Boston College, but nobody identified where Redick was.
2 proud parents look on as J.J. Redick puts the Blue Devils on his back and puts them up by 4. On 11-3, Duke run. But we're far from over in this one. Inside Dudley and a foul on Redick. And that's going to be 2 on J.J.
Here's the look. I mean, he sees him on the wing and just BC too close. You've got to give up something, and you must get out to Redick. I think even at the expense of giving up a layup, Steve, and that you have to make a decision to stop that 3.
3 by Dudley doesn't go. Roberts gets the rebound. That's 5.
Al Skinner just trying to get under 12 minutes right now without having to call a timeout.
51-47 Duke. Oates, boy, really showed hard on that trap. Here's Dockery. He just lost a handle on that. Williams will pick it up and slam it off Hinnon and out of bounds.
McRoberts really gimping. I don't know if he got his foot stepped on when he was trying to jump up for that lob.
Number 21, Marcus Nelson checks in.
There's a feed by Dockery, not a shot. Nelson comes in. Malchione comes in. McRoberts gets a rest and limps over to the sideline. Jose Fonseca, the trainer, will attend to him at the end of the bench. Redick to the top. 12 on the shot clock. Redick. He's feeling it. 4th three-pointer by Redick in this game.
Just a little reminiscent of the game against NC State in the finals a few years ago when Redick caught fire in the second half.
Here's Smith in traffic. Sheldon Williams brings it down. Duke flexing mixed muscles as we approach the halfway mark of the second half.
BC, this is the thing. They were so concerned at the run that Duke would throw at them.
Dockery at the top. Reddick finds the corner. Williams with the screen. 3 straight.
And Al Skinner's got to call a timeout. Marcus Haynes fell down while Reddick was going through the picks.
A sea of blue bounces up and down. Timeout on the court. Duke's lead is back to 10 after Boston College had taken control of this game by tempo.
Here you see he's wide open, and the reason why is because Haynes falls down, and that's just too good of a look. J.J. Reddick.
Man, 3 straight three-pointers. Came in here with 438. He has 5 on the day. He has the all-time NCAA Division I lead. And he also has the ACC tournament career three-point field goal mark, surpassing Randolph Childress with his 33rd through 38 this afternoon.
So much for the shooting slump.
Yep. Yeah, he's fatigued, all right.
Yep.
I talked to Steve Wojciechowski before the game. Has this tournament been what you folks have needed to get things back right again? And Steve said, yes, it has been. We've gotten back to the things that we feel good about, especially offensively. An 11-0 run.
This is the guy, Tyrese Rice. If there's somebody who can answer from behind the arc, it's him.
I think Hinnett's been off the floor today. Rice. Close cover by Dockery. Reddick with a near steal on Hinnett. Hinnett into the paint. And he answers. Hinnett with 6.
He's got some size in point guard, Stephen. If he gets into the lane, he can elevate and find a shot.
Back JJ into the lane that time. Still plenty of time left, but the intensity level's been ratcheted up in this second half. Reddick. The throw back to Melchione. He's made one today. Make another there, definitely on the net.
Well, they made sure on that cross that Reddick was not going to get the look. They'll leave it to Melchione.
Oh, here's Smith.
No way!
If I knew Melchione, I'm saying, someone help, please. Craig Smith is alone. He'll go to the foul line when we come back. Duke leads BC by 6.
Break it. Drizzle it. Dunk it. Crave it. The wait is over. Lobster Fest is back. Red Lobster's annual celebration is going on now. Taste new combinations like succulent Maine and rock lobster tails, or irresistible lobster with snow crab, or indulge in a bowl of creamy lobster bisque. Your favorite lobster dishes right now during Lobster Fest, only at Red Lobster.
Look at that little big bow on your top of your head. Oh, you look so fluffy. You're as cute as you want to be. Yes, you are.
Yo, is that your Silverado? 345 horsepower. The new Vortec Max V8 out-tows all the other guys.
Wow, look at you. Good boy. Good man.
Chevy Silverado, an American Revolution.
You want the candy? You can't have the candy. They call me the bus driver, kid, because I'm about to take you to school. Vader! Oh!
Man, I send this to everybody. Hey. What are you guys looking at? Nothing.
With Alltel's All Access Pass, you get unlimited video, picture, and text messaging and more, all for one low monthly price. And it's only at Alltel.
This is what your senior leadership does for you. J.J. Reddick in that altercation, calming down. Greg Paul's getting the freshman under control, and then this is what he does best. Out of the break, knocking down to 3, and then he'll get a couple more out of their set offense. A lot of screens set for him. Haynes falls down, gives him a good look. Steve, 5 of 7 from behind the arc. Now, the thing Boston College should consider, make him drive. He's only 1 of 5 from the two-point line, and you got to live with that somehow. But there's the all-time tournament leading scorers list, and J.J. Reddick fast on the heels of Len Chappell there as well.
Well, a lot of things have been eclipsed by Len Chappell and Dick Hamrick this year, and J.J. Reddick has been the guy to do it. two teams shooting very well in the second half. Boston College 8 of 13, Duke 8 of 12. Craig Smith on the free throw line.
Boston College may look at their free throw shooting after this game as their undoing.
8 of 14 right now, Mike. Wallace with it out front, but they're shooting 55% from the field, 20 of 36. Wallace back on the floor, and so's McRoberts. JJ pops out. Oh, McClain with a big cover on him. They make him drive.
Yeah, I think that's the best option. Get up in his drill on the three-point line and make him put it on the floor.
Hinnon. Blew by Paulus. Here's Dudley. Two screens for Paulus to run through. That frees Dudley. Erased by Williams. BC wants a goaltend. Instead, they'll get called for a foul as Rice gets the foul at midcourt.
I've said before, Steve, that what J.J. Redick does for this team offensively, Sheldon Williams does for them defensively. And that might have been goaltending. I don't know. I think that was at least at its apex, but not called. But he gives them their swagger on that end of the floor. He allows their perimeter players to take chances and put a lot of ball pressure, knowing that he's sitting there behind them.
Now the wait is over. Rick Paulus is going to the free throw line. This is the one-on-one. White's it at front court, Dockery in tow. 57-51, Duke leading Boston College. 53rd championship game, near steal by Paulus. Hinnant recovers. To Smith, he got the advantage. Tries to dunk on Williams, the block. Sends it out of bounds. It's going to be Boston College ball.
Wow. Two All-Americans challenging one another at the rim. I don't know that Williams got a piece of it.
It's just that Smith found himself climbing that hill and still climbing at the top. He didn't have enough to get it down. 11 on the shot clock now for the possession that will continue on Dudley's inbounds pass.
Over in the corner, it's a tough place to make an entry play.
Weiss comes out and gets it. 8 on the shot clock. They put up a 3. Smith gets the rebound. Quickly back up and in. 13 points for Craig Smith.
Great offensive rebounding position for Smith. Opposite of where Rice was shooting, the ball came right to him.
Now Boston College is on a 6-0 run, and they're within 4 of the Duke Blue Devils. J.J. Redick out front, sees Williams.
They let them play in the paint?
I guess so. Rice spots Hinnant on the wing. 1-point game.
Steve, this is a very difficult team to make a huge run on and put away. They're just methodical, and they have shown a lot of resolve over the course of the season.
32nd timeout taken here by the Duke Blue Devils. It's Boston College now that is on the run. They've erased all but one of Duke's 10-point lead.
But you look at it, Hinnant, a 43% shooter, so he is capable from behind the arc. And Rice making the nice kick out, and Hinnant just left alone on the wing.
Well, during the first half, we asked this All-Tel ACC trivia question. How many number 3 seeds have beaten number 1 in the ACC title game? And the answer is 2. The last time it happened, it was Duke beating North Carolina in '88. NC State before that beating South Carolina.
Uh-oh. It must have been the guard play for South Carolina that did him in.
Speaking of guard play, let's bring in Bobby Cremins for a comment on that 1970 game.
That was a great one, but I tell you what I love about Boston College, just like their coach, they never lose their cool. They just can't be put away.
Right, Bobby, they just keep coming back at you in a variety of ways, and again, they've managed to slow this game down to their own speed.
And I think that helped him in that altercation in front of the bench, too.
Here's JJ. This is the outside shot. Craig Smith comes away with a rebound. Now that's 9. Got a whistle and a foul by Dockery. Momentum shifting back and forth. Duke had it for a while. Now Boston College has got it going. That is the 15th foul Mike on Duke.
And it's the move to it. They got Williams, a shot blocker inside, but they also, with Rice and Hinnant in the backcourt, it's been a good combination for Boston College in this game.
Duke is in the bonus right now, and they've got a foul to give. Smith to the corner. Dudley. It's always a great option. Wraparound pass is going to be Duke ball on the turnover. That's turnover number 13. The Boston College Eagles making it a game of it. They trail Duke by 1.
Ted Ferguson, Bud Light Daredevil. Today for Bud Light, I'll attempt my most difficult stunt so far. I will stay 2 full minutes past 5 on a Friday.
Hey, Ted.
See you, Janice.
And time. Get him up. Ted, Ted, can you hear me?
I need a Bud Light.
Don't you give up on me, Ted.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
Put that on my review.
Oh, yeah.
The thing is, everyone wants to save money on their car insurance. You asking if they want a free Geico quote's like asking if they want free pie and chips. Of course they want free pie and chips. It's pie with chips for free. But pie and chips, you can get them anywhere. Geico quotes, made from scratch, just for you. Only at geico.com.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
What does it take to use energy wisely? To make your home more efficient? To preserve our resources and the environment? To make sure the quality of life you enjoy is enjoyed by your children and their children? To lower your electric bill and say, yeah, I'm making a difference. What does it take? People, performance, excellence. To save money with programs like Home Energy Check, visit progress-energy.com/save.
Look at that little pink bow on your top of your head. Oh, you look so fluffy. You're as cute as you want to be. Yes, you are.
Yo, is that your Silverado? 345 horsepower. The new Vortec Max V8 out-tows all the other guys?
Wow, look at you. Good boy. Good man.
Chevy Silverado, an American Revolution.
Duke and Boston College toe-to-toe for the ACC Championship. 57-56 Duke. This trip around the ACC brought to you by Chevrolet. Our semifinals yesterday. Duke moves on at the expense of Wake Forest. Boston College, the dramatic win, holding off North Carolina after building a 14-point second-half lead. Boston College 61% in that game. They've shot 55% for the tournament, and they haven't hurt themselves today at 53%.
Yeah, consider that, as I saw Roy Williams after the game, and he couldn't remember when a team shot 61% against one of his ball clubs. And they are validating that with an exceptional performance today against a very good defensive ball club in Duke.
Duke shooting 47%. This game has been everything we thought it would be in intensity and strategy. Both teams enjoying great runs. All knocked out of bounds by Tyrese Rice. Low-scoring game down in Nashville, and Florida up by 4. 47-43.
Well, another coach that can really dictate tempo, and Dave Odom.
Sheldon Williams in on Smith. Well, Williams puts the ball up and in. Sean Williams was defending, and the foul is charged.
Take a look at this again. I don't know that this just kind of slipped in, and sometimes that's the best result. It just came out of his hands and went right into the rim.
14 points for Sheldon Williams. Foul to Sean Williams. And the three-point play gives Duke a 4-point edge. Plenty of time left. 7:33 to go. The 53rd ACC Men's Championship game. Duke winners of 15 ACC Tournament Championships. Boston College bidding for their first. They're no strangers to tournament finals. Here comes Hinnant for three. Wow. That's his third triple of the game. He has 13 for the afternoon. It's a 1-point Duke lead.
Talk about it. They don't take a lot, but they shoot a good percentage. They're 5 of 9 in this game. Only 1 behind Duke. And J.J. Redick has accounted for 5 of their threes.
Well, they're 15 of 29 in this tournament. Williams, all rejected by Sean Williams. Wow.
Talked about him being a game changer. He had a similar play against Tyler Hansborough last night.
That block last night happened in slow motion. This one happened very, very quickly. Jared Dudley out front as Boston College bids for the lead. 6.5 to play here in Greensboro. Screen from Sean Williams. 7 on the shot clock. Tip back, Paulus has it, and a foul on Rice.
And Steve, that's the second time. It's his 4th personal foul. And 2 of those, he's tried to stop the break by getting a pick in the backcourt and picking up a silly foul rather than getting back in transition.
19 fouled on Boston College.
23.
And Greg Paulus heading to the free throw line. Our Chick-fil-A nugget of the game, consecutive championship appearances. And it is astounding by Duke to be in their 9th. Wake Forest and Duke prior to that had set the standard.
Billy Packard, a big part of that run in the early 60s with Wake Forest. And Vic Bubas coached teams in the early 60s for Duke.
Well, we talked about Len Chappell and about how J.J. Redick is about to eclipse his scoring total. That was achieved when Wake Forest was doing all that damage back in the early 60s. Paulus, second shot, doesn't go, and he knew it from the time it left his hand. He knocks the rebound out. Duke prevails with a 2-point lead. Paulus checks out. DeMarcus Nelson checks in. Nelson is the only Duke starter to not have scored in this ball game. In and into front court. Dockery fall. Into the paint. Nice interior passing. Dudley to Smith.
And Steve, it is hard to make a good 3-foot pass in the lane. It sounds silly, but Boston College is the best at it. And that was a great look by Dudley.
4th tie of this game, Mike. 61 all. J.J. for 3. Contested by Marshall. And a loose ball foul charge. Looks like it's going to be DeMarcus Nelson. That's his 3rd.
You know, it's funny with this team, you see the look, and unselfish there, layup. And this is a Boston College team, Steve, that gives up layups for other layups.
Hinnant down into front court. All the way in. Uncontested layup. 15 for him. And BC is back on top. 63-61. 5:28 left to play. Williams turns. Dudley boards to miss. Boston College looking to maybe take this opportunity to build a lead.
That's been a key defensive move, getting Sean Williams on Sheldon Williams.
Timeout called by Boston College to talk things over. They've got the lead right now, 63-61, with 5:13 left to go. Let's watch this move by Lewis Hinnant.
You got Dockery turned around and nobody's stepping up. McRoberts has to come up in that situation and try to stop penetration.
Hinnant scores. As points in the paint have gone heavily to Boston College thus far this afternoon. And look at this, the SEC Championship game tied at 47.
South Carolina beat Florida twice during the regular season.
Let's take a look at our Chrysler game summary. It shows Boston College up by 2. The shooting percentage, Boston College has had it going all tournament long. That 46% by Duke is the best they've shot in this tournament. Redick leads Duke. Points in the paint heavily in favor of BC. Hinnant with 14 points in the second half. 63-61. Boston College in the lead. We have 5:13 left. Steve Martin along with Mike Jaminsky, Bobby Cremens, Mike Hopwitz, Scott Przwanski. The whole crew is here. Smith up and over for Williams.
Wow, has he made a difference in this game, Steve? well-designed play coming out of the timeout, the pick and lob.
Reddick on the wing, guarded there by Marshall. 4-point BC lead. The kick out for three from Nelson. That's his first basket of the afternoon. Boston College lead trimmed to 1.
They need somebody to step up because they're really looking at Reddick and trying to get the ball either out of his hands or make him drive.
Here's Hinnant. Wow! Lewis Hinnant. 17 points for Lewis Hinnant, all of it in the second half.
That's a wow play. I mean, he exploded to the rim.
67-64. Boston College, 4:12 to play. Reddick, steal, started by Marshall.
That was a good move by him at that time. Instead of making ill-advised long pass, calming things down.
Ball lost on the wing. It's going to be Boston College ball. Timeout on the court. Boston College forcing its way in front. The lob to Williams, and then the finish by Hinnant, who has 17 second-half points. BC by 3.
36.
2,250.
78.
2,632. 6,829.
4,238. 77,078,039.
We are the ACC tradition of excellence. Then, now, and always.
ACC sporting events are fun and exciting for everyone. A time to show enthusiasm for the game, both players and fans alike. However, some behavior has shifted focus away from the spirit of the games. At the Atlantic Coast Conference, fairness and sportsmanship has been our goal for more than 50 years. And across the ACC, we're always working hard to achieve this goal. It's an important part of what we do. Sportsmanship, the ultimate goal.
ACC Legends, brought to you by Food Lion. Mark Allery played a pivotal role in Duke's 1986 almost perfect 37-3 season. A four-year starter whose scoring average ran in double figures, Allery achieved All-ACC and All-American status, closing his Duke career with all Final Four honors during the Blue Devils' first trip to the national championship. Mark Allery, Blue Devil legend. Food Lion, proud official corporate partner of the ACC.
The signs are everywhere. It's Toyota's premier event. While you're there, check out the Toyota trucks with great deals going on now. Get your engine running with the Toyota Tacoma, the best-selling compact pickup in America. Or save big on the Tundra Double Cab. Now with available cash back and the XSP Sport Package discount, get $4,000 in total savings on the 06 Tundra Double Cab. Toyota's premier event is on. Don't miss it. Toyota, moving forward.
Boston College with a 3-point lead, and the Eagles have the crowd buzzing. That guy especially. 16 of his 17 points have come in this half. And, of course, that last dramatic dunk. And what about the effort of Craig Smith? Smith now is 3 assists away from a triple-double. You see his 15 points and 10 rebounds, but Mikey's averaged 5.5 assists in this tournament.
And had 7 assists, came 3 assists shy of a triple-double against Maryland in the first round.
Down low, Craig Dudley got ahead of Nelson. Williams helps him recover, and here's the steal by Reddick. Nelson, Williams. Inside, good defense by Sean Williams, but they're going to call a foul on Sean Williams.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're letting the big boys play inside. Dudley trying to get this call. Ends up on the floor. Play goes the other way. Good find inside. Sean Williams comes to stop the initial one, and then McRoberts comes in. The foul called on Sean Williams on that play on Sheldon Williams.
And it's the double bonus coming up now for Duke. Williams will go up for 2. You know, the wait is over. Lobsterfest is back right now. at Red Lobster.
I could sense it was over. I had this feeling it was over.
Was it the drool on my chin?
Yeah, that was the bib you were wearing.
Wallace out front after the rebound. Duke down by 2. McWilliams men at the rim. 2 candidates for this foul. And it's going to be on Marshall. That's his 4th. 4th foul on Marshall. Team over the limit. Rick Roberts for 2 anyway.
Well, it is clear easy layups are going to be hard to come by at both ends of the floor in this game.
This broadcast is a copyrighted presentation. Any use of it without the express permission of Raycom, Jefferson Platinum Sports, and the ACC is prohibited. Here you see our announcing crew. We're glad you're making some time with us here. The ACC Championship game, and certainly been an outstanding one. Josh McRoberts. Boy, both teams have left some points on the free throw line, and we've got a lane violation. That wouldn't have counted anyway. It's going to go back to Boston College. BC still leads Duke by 1, 67-66. It's final in Nashville, Florida. The team that probably everybody thought was going to win the SEC at the start of the season prevails over South Carolina. Some LSU fans will take issue with that, but that's all right. Hit it out front. Dudley posting up on Nelson and scores. 14 for Jared Dudley. Boston College's lead is now 3.
He's been the mismatch inside that BC has been able to exploit.
Hasn't been as dynamic on the perimeter as he was yesterday against North Carolina, but he finds ways to help his team win. Nelson inside like Roberts. That's all he could do, Mike.
Well, what do? You show the shot blocker what he wants to see, the basketball. Great pump fake by McRoberts, and then the up and under finish.
Pons to the floor for Duke. Crowd to its feet. 2:28 to go. 1-point Boston College lead. Hinnon finds Smith. Smith finds Pater. He's got 17.
Boy, can they manufacture points in the paint, Steve. Great screen roll that time.
71-68. J.J. Redick hasn't scored in about 8 minutes. Here comes Nelson. It goes to Redick for 3.
And what happened, Steve? They got the switch underneath, and Craig Smith found himself on Redick, and there was no way he could stay with him.
Ties it up at 71 with his 6th three-pointer of the afternoon. 1:53 to go. Timeout on the court, and we'll see J.J. at work again.
Here's the look. He's running. He's got Craig Smith on him. Smith looking inside, and all it takes is that little brush screen. Dudley late to get a hand out on him. He just perpetual motion and eventually wears you down.
23 points for J.J. Redick. Here goes his 6th three-pointer, much to the approval of Mom and Dad, and Doug Collins standing beside them. It's all knotted up. With 1:53 left to go, the career all-time ACC tournament leader is J.J. Redick. But there's still work to do for the Duke Blue Devils and for Boston College. There's what's left. Timeouts. BC 2-1 in that category. Possession arrow on their end. BC not yet in the bonus, but they will on the next foul. Rice into front court. Nobody sitting. Dudley. Sean Williams out front, still plenty of time. 15 on the shot clock. Hit it. C. Smith. Oh, what a play by Williams, but a foul. The foul is on Sheldon Williams. That's going to be 3.
And what a gutsy pass by Hinton out front. He saw that Smith had him sealed on his back and threw the lob right here, look at that, no ball pressure on him, and sees that there's nobody behind Smith. He had plenty of area to go and get the basketball. What a great feed.
Boston College has shown so much imagination with this offense. It is something to watch. They are going to be a factor in the NCAA tournament.
Well, the one thing the Duke coaches talked about, Steve, is they almost lull you to sleep, and that's what happened. It didn't look like that possession was going anywhere, and Hinnant found Smith.
Smith now with 18 points. What a tournament that young man has had. He had 23 against North Carolina, 21 against Maryland. And if you're looking at candidates for the Everett Case Award, you got to look at him, you got to look at Reddick. Those are the two guys. Boston College by 1. 19 for Smith. 73-71 Boston College.
Well, we talked about the freshmen earlier, Steve, but it's the seniors late who are making the plays.
Yeah, Paulus and McRoberts and Rice and all these guys may have helped him here, but it's these guys that will get it done.
And that's unguardable. Completely unguardable.
Duke by 1. 74-73, a minute 6 to go.
1 minute.
What a final. Dudley to Williams. Under a minute to play. Duke must remain vigilant. Hinnett's the reason why. Collins with a big rebound. And he called timeout as he was headed out of bounds.
What a play by the freshman to save that possession. But look at this. I mean, this is ridiculous. You can't shoot from that far out.
JJ had to find the opening. He did just then. And then Paulus at the other end off this rebound. Calling timeout before he left the field to play. Not easy for him to do. What a heady play for that freshman who has grown so much. Duke now out of timeouts.
Right, and you don't have to, you know, if you're Al Skinner, I don't think you have to foul in this situation. You got 8 seconds between game and shot clock. So there's going to be plenty of time to get. You just need a good defensive stand and a rebound.
Boston College has been ever resourceful at finding ways to score once they get it into their end. As Mike said, they've just got to prevent the score at this end. But Duke has the ball. A game that has been unbelievable. 5 ties, 6 lead changes. It's shown the strengths of both teams. We've seen the inside play of Craig Smith and Jared Dudley. We've seen the outside play of J.J. Reddick, and we've seen the skill and the sheer athleticism of Sheldon Williams inside.
And credit BC State, they put themselves in a position to be in this game in the last minute, keeping the score in an area that they're comfortable with.
Duke will have to inbound all the way in on the end line. Boston College will make it difficult with the press. McRoberts, and he gets fouled. Foul by Williams. Now, the rationale there is, one, you look at Duke's free throw problems that they've had today. McRoberts is 5 of 6. But Duke is a team 15 of 23.
You know what? Throw those percentages out. It's the last minute of the ACC tournament final. And this is they took a chance with him. He's 64% on the year.
McRoberts.
Solid.
Well, the thing here, Mike, is he makes this one. It's still just a 1-possession game for Boston College.
You're looking at now, you're looking at Hinnant and Marshall as your 3-point shooters. Also Dudley.
Oh, he missed, and Dudley comes away with a rebound. A 3 will win it. But there's about a half-second differential shot to game. BC will call a timeout, one of their 2 remaining. It's a short timeout for Al Skinner. So Boston College with the miss on McRoberts' free throw. Their options are aplenty here. The shot clock is about 0.7 of a second behind the game clock.
And I think, Steve, you know, I don't know if it's going to be an interesting decision for Alex Kinney. You could go for the win. You know, you've got Hinnant, who's riding a hot hand right now from behind the three-point line. And Rice, I would suspect that they might go for a two-point goal and to try to tie this game out and extend it into overtime.
Now the timing would be important. You got to leave yourself time for another chance at it should you miss the first chance.
Yeah, I think you try to take the first available good shot that you have. I think that the thing that Duke has to be concerned with now, BC very good at the traditional three-point play inside, and that's what they have to stay away from.
Boston College will be in the one-on-one should Duke foul. The shot clock 0.7 behind the game clock. Boston College will take this down to the last thing before scoring. They leave Duke with very little time left. Here we go. Rice, balled there by Dockery. Dudley to Smith. Smith doubled, lost the handle, puts it up, tipped around, Williams boards it, and a foul immediately.
They had a look. Their senior All-American had a good look. They were going for the tie inside. I think Williams had a good chance for that tip in, but Sheldon Williams, the good defense on Craig Smith, not letting him get to the rim and then coming up and cleaning up the miss.
It's still only a two-point game, and Williams is 2 of 3 on the free throw line. He typically is a 73% free throw shooter. He can put this thing out of reach. There are his parents looking on.
That's the big key right now for Duke after this. No three-point shots. You've got to defend the arc.
Williams with 17 on the day. Hit them both. Hinnant up in the front court. 8 seconds left. Hinnant for 3. Got it. Boston College has a timeout left.
Wow. That was the one thing the Duke bench said, no threes, and has Hinnant been any good in this game?
Wow. 20 points for Lewis Hinnant.
That was McRoberts almost made a critical error there by fouling and diving, but Reddick got caught behind him. And that's a great three, Stephen, that you take off from behind the arc, but it's also a closer shot, and you go by the defense.
He got a good screen at the top from Sean Williams. That took Reddick off the job. And now with 4.4 seconds left to go, Duke will have to inbound the ball against pressure in the end zone.
Neither team with a timeout, and that's the key thing. So right now, see, poised by the guy taking the ball inbounds, and then you've got to have multiple receivers coming to the basketball.
Boston College will overplay this. Of course, BC has 10 team fouls, so if they foul Duke on the inbounds, they send them for 2 definite. 77-76, 4.4 seconds left to go. But you know something, if they don't steal, they've got to foul.
Yep. And well, that's what you do. You try to make the steal, and if you're not, you foul in the process if you can't get it cleanly.
Mike Krzyzewski and the Duke Blue Devils break the huddle. Boston College does the same at the other end. What a game we've had for the 53rd ACC Championship. And now Duke will have to inbound with 4.4 seconds left to go.
McRoberts can run the floor.
It will not cover the inbounds guy. It goes to Paulus, and he gets fouled. And a second and a fourth ticked off. And Paulus will go to the line.
And Steve, even with 2 made free throws, plenty of time. I mean, you're not going to get it all the way up the court, but you can get a good look at the 3.
Of course, if he misses this, if he makes the first and misses the second, well, either way, you have no timeouts left. The clock won't start until the ball is inbounded and touched.
Yeah, that's a big gamble to take if you choose to miss the second.
That's right. Paulus going up there to get 2. 3-pointers today. Duke has 9. Boston College has 6.
They're going to leave. They're going to put everybody back, and McRoberts is going to shadow the guy taking the ball inbounds.
To prevent that easy pass.
They have to deny, I think, Hinnant the basketball somehow. Make somebody else make the play. He's been too good. Make Rice make the play.
Hinnant with 19 of his 20 points in the second half. Paulus, no. No timeouts now. Here comes Hinnant. Hinnant for the win. Oh, wow. Craig Smith falls to the floor, helped up by Sean Dockery. But the Duke Blue Devils are flying in the rarefied air of 16 ACC Tournament Championships. In a final that satisfied all of our needs for a great tournament championship.
Here's the look, and that was, they did not try to make that miss, and that was a good look at it by Hinnant at the end. I'll tell you what, is there any value added by BC coming into this conference?
Oh, I'm telling you, they have been outstanding, obviously, in football, and they've done the trick in basketball. They've just won basket shy this afternoon, but the Duke Blue Devils have done something no ACC team has done before, appearing in their 9th straight tournament championship. They've won 7 of the last 8 and 16 overall. No other ACC team has done that. The final score, Duke 78, Boston College 76. We'll be right back.
Think you know all there is to know about